homework was to masturbate, so I did my homework 2 times.
Who were you thinking of, though?
I had a couple home videos.
Asuelu?
What's going on, people? We are back again with some more Moving Mad. Now, in the most recent episode of 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort, everyone was given homework to try and spice up their love life with their partners. Now, in case you don't know, when it came to Kalani and Asuelu, their homework was to play with each other alone. So therefore they can find new things about themselves that eventually when they do come together, they can then say, hey, so this is what I did and this is what I did and this is what I discovered, blah-de-da-de-da-de-da-de-da. Well, as you saw right there, Kalani was asked a very simple question. So, who was you thinking about? But that wasn't even the key part of the actual question. The key part is that she said, I had a couple of homemade videos. A couple. That is a plural. And listen, we all know what that means. So you're telling us that you have been in a situation with this other guy multiple times. Because when she was asked the question of who with, you all heard there was no answer. And clearly when there's no answer being said, then that clearly means it is with the other guy. And also on top of that, she laughed about it, she giggled about it, she smirked about it. And this is something that has got people feeling a certain type of way all the way on Reddit. And this is something that somebody said on one of their posts. No way Kalani had intercourse with that guy once. She literally filmed videos, yes, plural, with him. Pretty unlikely to be comfortable with somebody enough the first time to do videos with them, especially poor Kalani, who had only had intercourse with Asuelu by that point. Like, why is she there? Just to destroy him emotionally? Making herself look so bad? Why does she use the excuse that she imagines him having intercourse with other girls when she's the one who had the actual intercourse with someone else? And that is a very good freaking point. Asuelu effed up, that's a given, but out of the two, he seems to be willing to do the work now. I'm glad, Angela. Can't believe I'm saying that. But no, I had a judgy look when she mentioned she did her homework twice, and instead of thinking about the man she was actually on a couples retreat with, thought about the man she cheated with instead. I mean, I don't know if she cheated with, that's kind of a bit subjective based on the situation, but the man that she got a whole pass for, let's just go with that one, right? What the F is Yara on though? Why would you support a friend who's literally wasting their partner's time and playing with their mental state by lying straight to their face? I tell my friend to stop effing around and not support their bad behavior. Yikes. She admitted that on TV without any shame. I hate her freaking smirk too after she said it. I mean, listen, I honestly do feel the passion behind this message here, and 100% I agree with exactly what this person's saying here at this moment in time. But here's the thing though, what is your take? I want to know what is your take on the matter. For me personally, I just think the whole situation is absolutely pathetic. It has gone way too far. We already know that there was no logical sense in Kalani taking the whole pass. At the end of the day, if Kalani was going to take the whole pass, then that should have been her to say, do you know what? I'm going to take the whole pass because I'm leaving you. I'm not going to take the whole pass and then still be with you, because at the end of the day, 2 wrongs do not make a right. Fair enough, you'll give me a whole pass doesn't necessarily mean that I'm making a wrong, but I am still making a wrong because I'm still doing what you did, and that is stepping out of our committed marriage. We took vows where we are supposed to be committed to each other. No one takes vows so we can get whole passes when we F up. When we F up, we have a choice to talk about it, try to work through it, and if we can't work through it, then we go separate ways. And the fact that you would rather I take a whole pass rather than work through it in another way, that's unacceptable. That's exactly how I would go at, because that is what marriage is all about, right? But at the end of the day, we are in a situation, we are in a position where we are watching 2 people who are complete baboons. I mean, listen, Asuelu, we already know this guy, his mindset is of a child. It is irritating, it is annoying to watch, but we know who he's like. Kalani, on the other hand, is someone that was a virgin before she met him, but because she's older than him, she behaves as if she's more mature. She behaves as if she's got, you know, this kind of mentality where she knows better and all that kind of stuff. When in reality, her inexperience of being in a relationship, her inexperience of having intercourse with other people is something that is shown to have now overtaken her character, even if her character had any type of maturity behind it. Because at the end of the day, instead of taking that role and that position of saying, you know what, it's not going to work because of what you did to me, she's like, you know what, let me just play the game too. In what world is that mature? And let's not forget, these are two grown adults with what? With children. The fact that these two have children and this is how they both want to behave is ridiculous. And I tell you this now, most women, most mothers, if they were in this position, they would not be thinking about the fact that they want a whole pass because they've never had other meat elsewhere. They'd be thinking, you know what, if I'm going to make a choice to step out on this marriage, I'm going to make sure it's a choice that doesn't affect my relationship with my children as well. Because at the end of the day, if you step out for a whole pass and then you and daddy are no longer on the same page again because you're too busy out there making videos with some other guy, understand this, the tension between you and your partner is going to affect the children. You are both at a resort for couples retreat or that kind of mumbo jumbo, and guess what, your kids have also attended too. So your kids also have to experience watching you two go on this therapy show and you're not making effort, meanwhile he's making effort. They're seeing daddy trying to do something and mommy blocking him. Is she not thinking about how this is actually going to affect her children? Is she not thinking about how she's not even being a role model to the slightest? Honestly, I could rant about her behavior all freaking day. At the end of the day, we know Asuelu has done wrong. And we know that even when Asuelu is wrong, he was definitely wrong to say, hey, you can have a whole pass, because he thought that she wouldn't take it. But either way, he was wrong to give it out there. And then also at the same time, because she took it, he was wrong to even stay around. But that is his own fault. What Kalani is doing, in my opinion, just feels as if it's worse. Why? Because in my opinion, most women that I do know that are mothers, they wouldn't be thinking about their coochie. They wouldn't be thinking about getting their back on baby daddy. They wouldn't be thinking about da-da-da-da-da. They would be thinking about, okay, what can I do that's going to be the best thing to make sure that our children are not affected too much. And instead, she's doing this behavior that 100% is going to affect the children too much. We already know that Asuelu's behavior already affects the children anyway. We know this. We cannot move away from that. But Kalani is now basically playing like him. Two wrongs do not make a right. Where is the grown up in this relationship? Where? You know? Goddamn, where? And it's crazy because her sister Kalani even said, I've come here because I know that Asuelu knows how to he knows how to chicken himself. He knows how to weasel himself out of things. So therefore she forgives him. But you know what though? This ain't even about him being forgiven anymore. It's about the fact that Kalani's out here moving like a freaking, you know what? Let me not even say that. Let me hush that one real quick and let you guys have your own imagination of what I could have possibly was going to say, if you dig what I'm saying. But either way though, I look forward to hearing every single thing that you guys have got to say in the comment section regarding Kalani's behavior in this season, because again, it is literally she has painted herself out to be far worse than him, and that is a miracle because he is one hell of a train wreck. The guy doesn't even know where 1, 2, 3 is, to be honest with you. If you gave him, you could say to him, hey, what's his name again? Asuelu's the kind of guy where you could be like, listen, here's the alphabet, now show me number 1, 2 and 3. He will literally point at A, B, C. Yeah, I thought that was funny still. Either way though, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Peace.